SynthFest France 2023. I'm here on the booth of MOK or Media Overkill with Rob. How are you?
Good.
Well,
Thank you.
how are you? How is SynthFest for you so far?
SynthFest has been really surprising. It's our first year here. It's a small, comfortable event, but the number of people and the kinds of people that have been coming, it's like really, it's been fun.
Because I think always the software is a bit more difficult to show people on synth shows.
It is. That's why we bring the modular equipment, just so that we can fit in. But I've actually met several Waverazor owners in the show that came by and said they were really surprised to see us. It's been fun.
And you named it, you have Waverazor as a synthesizer plugin on the market, and you have a new update coming very soon.
Yes, very soon. I had some new ideas following along with December's update, where we added audio rate modulation for the filters and things like, and also in the effects buses for the filters. And recently I've been experimenting with audio rate modulation of delay lines, which is quite a bizarre thing, but we wanted, it's in the spirit of Waverazor to try weird things. So that feature is actually in beta right now, and maybe another week of testing or something like that, and we'll get that out. But I do have some patches here that demonstrate that.
And you had also an update already in December.
In December, yeah, the update in December added a lot of things, but primarily audio rate modulation, where you can, LFOs can run at audio rate, they can modulate filters. We added sidechain input, and that can also be used for audio rate modulation, or as a component of the wave segment. And that happened in December. So then just moving along with audio rate control, the next step was to see what can be controlled in the effects. And that's where we're at today.
Maybe let's check it out, yeah?
Sure. And I'll give you a bit of an overview of a couple of patches that came out in December as well, just for those who haven't heard of the filter FM or the audio rate control. In this new version, there's also a new category that'll show you the patches that have been included with Waverazor recently. So some people don't update for a while, or when they get an update, there's a lot of patches, they don't know which one to go to. This way you can quickly find some examples of new things. Biomodulator is now an FM version of the previous bio patch that we had. We also have 6 new patches from Mark Hoffman for the Mark Hoffman Bank. And we added FM control also to the phaser. Bizarre stuff, but people will find a use for that. And then the one that I'm most excited about, because I don't know what to do with it yet, is the delay line audio rate modulation. And here's one patch with just some things on it. That's the filter. And if I bring in the delay FM, you can hear it kind of growling.
So audio rate modulation is available in all LFOs? Or in
Yes. So this was an update. This came out in December in 2.7. So now modulators in both the voice and the global section. This is the LFO, and it has the ability to put itself onto the audio rate bus. So for example, in a global modulator, I've got this one running, this LFO is running a tune, so it's following the keyboard, and it's running basically at A440, and I'm using a modulator destination to control its ARC output.
And on the interface side, the audio rate is available via the extra knob, or you manage it, or you need to activate it. Or...
You would need to activate it. Everything on the main panel, all of these things, these are controls that are programmed with each patch. So every time you change a patch, the controls change.
I mean, the audio rate modulation, is it you need to unlock it somewhere in the UI, or is it a special knob there for the audio rate modulation?
No, it's just in. It's just in the engine. If you go to your LFOs now, you'll see this new parameter that allows you to send them. You could add it to existing patches. In the mix section, you can decide which oscillator is used. So in this FM Delaser patch, I'm actually using oscillator 3. We're not listening to it, but I'm using that as my FM source.
Okay.
So similar to how you might use a traditional synth. You can also run sidechain input or audio input to be your audio rate modulation source. It's any of those combinations.
Okay, and this update will be available when, or you?
Depends on how beta goes, but so far, I would guess in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a free update,
Free update. Every update to Waverazor since 2017 has been free so far.
Okay.
We haven't. Maybe someday we'll charge, but I don't have that in my.
And it will probably come with new patches as well. Yeah?
Exactly. Yeah. We have the new patches from Mark Hoffman for his bank, as well as some patches that I'm creating that will demonstrate more uses of the FM, and particularly these new features in the FM delay lines.
Okay. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
I wish you a good rest of the SynthFest France 2023.
Yeah, and you too.
And thank you. And hope to see you again very soon. Yep.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, and hope you see you again soon. Ciao.